It's Thanksgiving Eve, and I'm in Miami, and it's 80 degrees, but it's a comfortable 80 degrees. This is the first time I've ever been anywhere near Thanksgiving, and it's 80 degrees. That's pretty cool to experience. It's a beautiful day in Miami. It's comfortable, it's not humid, and it's 80 degrees on Thanksgiving Eve. I've started back writing again, and right now I'm writing this paper. Well, I've written this paper, and I've called it Cautious African Planet. It's about my take, my perspective on the influx or this movement that's going to Africa from the United States, the exodus of Americans, Black American people going to Africa to live. And I had my take on it, and I wrote a paper about it. I'm starting to get the need to write again. I've been writing a lot lately, but this is an organized writing paper that I've gotten, and it's basically just talks about my opinion of the Exodus. And the bottom line and what sums up the paper is you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. And I was just making a observation about how hard it is for Americans, people in the United States, to change our ways because they're so embedded in us. And I say us because I'm guilty of some of it too. I've shed a whole lot. I've changed extremely. I don't know, exponentially. I don't know the word, but I've changed so much. But there's still some things that I notice in myself that's very United States. You know, this country is on a decline. That's no secret. And part of the reason is because of our culture. And so I'm thinking, if you take that culture to another country, thinking that country is going to prosper when you're taking the same poison that's in your country to that country, it's not going to work. You're just transferring poison. You're just transferring your poison. Essentially, that's what the paper's about. It's about how if we take the colonial ways and the colonial patterns of the West to Africa, then all we're doing is transferring the poison. But I think the African people are in a place where they're not going to allow that to happen. But still, I thought well enough to write a paper about it. So that's what that paper's about. And I've been sending it out to different newspapers. Hopefully somebody will respond. I did get a response. It was a rejection, but it was a response. So, that made me smile. At least I got a response. I've sent out quite a few, and I've only gotten one response back. But I'm going to continue to send out more. And I'm looking forward to the responses. And maybe somebody will actually pick up the paper. I think it's good paper. I'm a good writer. So it's very well written. And just got to hope somebody finds it interesting enough to print and to publish it in a newspaper, So that's what I've been doing lately, and keeping myself busy with the writing. I've got a follow-up to that paper also that I'm writing on. And I've also got some ideas of some other things I want to write about. So that's what I'm doing here in Miami right now, other than growing. So much change is happening, and it's making my head spin. It's not easy. As difficult as things get, the better of a human being I become, and the more enriched I am overall of the change that I'm going through. So I'm very appreciative of what I'm experiencing while I'm down here. But anyway, so that's what that's about, and just wanted to bring a little update on my time here in Miami.